Yo guys, it's Kirk. Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you are here. I hope you are genuinely having a great day so far. And if you are new here and you are a huge fan of the Battlefield franchise like myself and you are super excited for Battlefield 6 and you want to hear about all things Battlefield 6 as soon as the news and information comes out, you are definitely going to want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So today we are going to go ahead and be getting into some more Battlefield 6 leaks. And these leaks are coming from somebody that I would actually consider a very credible source. So you may have heard of Tom Henderson before. He is very well known in the Battlefield and especially Call of Duty community for various leaks, many of which were very accurate, which is why I stand by saying we should definitely take what he says very serious. And today he actually came out giving us some information regarding, you guessed it, Battlefield 6. And I have to tell you, I am very happy with what he had to say. So he started off by saying that Battlefield 6 is taking plenty of inspiration from Battlefield 3. And honestly, this is something we have already kind of speculated as far as Battlefield 6 being a modern shooter, but it is pretty nice to have our speculation somewhat confirmed by this credible leaker. And as you can see on screen, he did also imply that the next Battlefield title will also be released for Xbox One and PS4. And at first, honestly, I will go ahead and come out saying this does worry me to an extent. And he did also say that the last gen versions of the game would be somewhat limited when it comes to player count and destruction as compared to the next gen models of the game. But I did feel a little better after reading that apparently the last gen versions of the game would be developed by a different studio or a different part of EA completely. So what that tells us is that the next gen version of the game will not be held back by the older hardware, which is great news to me because I think something that we are all looking forward to as far as Battlefield 6 is warfare on a scale that we have never seen before. And if the new gen version of the game really is being developed separately from the last gen version of the game, I think that is something the developers will definitely deliver. He then continued by saying it would be a soft reboot of the series, and instead of Battlefield 6, it would just be titled Battlefield. And honestly, I think a little bit of a reset for the franchise as a whole would definitely be a great idea. And last year in June, the developers did give us a little bit of information regarding what they are working on with Battlefield 6. And they kind of started off by saying, you know, every generation they do their best to go ahead and set the standard when it comes to warfare and scale and video games. And so when Tom Henderson says that we should be expecting 128 player lobbies with massive maps like we haven't really seen before, I truly do believe what he is saying is mostly, if not completely, accurate. And he did mention that it would be influenced by Battlefield 3, so once again that tells us it will be a modern shooter. But one thing I am very curious about is the complete setting or the outlook of the game. And to kind of explain what I mean by that is, you know, will we be seeing a World War III type setting in Battlefield 6? Or will it be set in the Middle East in the not so distant past? And honestly, I believe the latter of the two is a little more plausible at this point, because World War III is sort of a recurring theme that we have seen multiple times throughout the Battlefield series. And to me, seeing a World War III setting in yet another Battlefield game would just feel a little bit repetitive. But anyways guys, that's going to go ahead and mark the end of today's video. I hope you learned something and I hope you are now up to date on Battlefield 6. And if you did happen to enjoy today's video, I'm going to ask that you drop a like, and if you are interested in tuning in to future Battlefield 6 content, I'm also going to recommend that you go ahead and subscribe as well. With that being said, I do hope that you enjoyed the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.